I'm thankful to have you all back here on this Thursday, the 27th day of April. Rain rolling in a little bit early, perhaps. Some sprinkles starting to fall, and that's going to pick up. And we'll take a look at the radar and let you see what we're expecting, and still no warm-up in sight, at least to the extent that we're all wanting to see. We'll talk about that, of course. We will as well talk with Montgomery County Sheriff Bill Meade. Certainly one of the largest drug seizures of this kind in Montgomery County history, if not the largest. I know there have been a number of large ones in our history, but it's the first of what he promises will be several federal drug cases that are already under investigation. He'll tell you and what he can in just a few moments. We'll discuss that and a few other things about his 4 months in office. We will as well have a quick update on Martin Conley, your points leader in NMCA, and another class, and I'll try to work my way through those logistics and specifics in just a few seconds. He's got the third of a six race series coming up week after next, and he's doing very well. No surprise, right? We also have some arrests and other information before I pass on to you your weather, and then we get out of here for the evening. Attorney General Daniel Cameron just earlier today announced over $8 million in grant funds to 24 opioid abatement programs in Kentucky. The grants will be awarded by the Kentucky Opioid Abatement Advisory Commission. Cameron says he has secured in the state about $900 million in settlement funds from distributors, pharmacies, wholesalers, manufacturers of opioids, all for their role in fueling the still ongoing opioid epidemic. He says about half of the $900 million in settlement funds will be distributed by the KYOAAC, and the other half will go directly to cities and counties, like the $8 million has here as of late announced today. $8 million, a lot of this broken down in $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 increments. A lot going to entities which are based in Kentucky's larger cities but serve the state as a whole. I won't go through the whole list, but I will tell you that Mountain Comprehensive Care Center of Prestonsburg was awarded a $250,000 grant to support their mission to provide quality behavioral health care that offers recovery and hope. The Kentucky Alliance of Boys and Girls Clubs, $500,000. Unite, a $1 million grant. The organization, of course, serves 32 counties in southern and eastern Kentucky and is dedicated still to preventing drug abuse and facilitating recovery by creating strategic partnerships, providing leadership, promoting education, coordinating treatment, supporting law enforcement. And actually, Montgomery County Sheriff Bill Meade referred to Unite just briefly, but an important part of his investigations in the interview that's forthcoming in just a few moments. Also in the millions of dollars, this from the governor's desk and office. Beshear today highlighted continued site and building development as Kentucky Product Development Initiative projects in Adair, Allen, Breckenridge, Johnson, and a number of other counties were announced in the regional project. All these projects moving through the approvals segment and now going on to further become a reality. The program was established in 2022, and it builds on the state's growing effort to develop land and buildings in local communities to support new, well-paying jobs and economic growth across the Commonwealth. And Johnson County, as I mentioned, was one of those. One East Kentucky has partnered with the Johnson County Fiscal Court to expand its existing, as I've covered, and we went there in person, of course, for the ribbon-cutting ceremony, their build-ready certified industrial park in Hager Hill. The $435,000 project was approved today for $217,500 in state support. Two people from out of state attempted to elude state police, a large number of which set up as part of their criminal interdiction team a traffic safety checkpoint on the Mountain Parkway near mile marker 70 last night, but were unable to elude police. These two Indiana residents were traveling on the Mountain Parkway last night, and again, the Kentucky State Police criminal interdiction team had set up a traffic safety checkpoint near the Gifford exit around mile marker 70 when this vehicle in question that they were driving turned off on the exit before approaching the traffic safety checkpoint. Authorities noticed darker than legal tinted windows and attempted to make a traffic stop, found the vehicle a short distance later on Route 3050, turning in a driveway. That's when authorities tried to stop the vehicle pulling in front of it and getting out of the patrol car. One of the troopers say when he did that the vehicle sped at him, nearly hitting him, and was only stopped after another trooper arrived and blocked the road and boxed the car in. These two, Gardner Webb and Amanda Artemisole, were pulled from the vehicle and questioned. A quantity of heroin, about 7.5 grams or a little more, and a number of prescription pills, not in their legal or original container, were discovered after a search. The female claimed ownership of the drugs and also claimed that she had encouraged the driver to flee and grab the steering wheel when he sped off, nearly causing the collision with the officer. The driver faces fleeing and evading police, wanted endangerment of a police officer, excessive window tinting, and other charges, while the female faces trafficking in a controlled substance, possession of a controlled substance, possession of marijuana, and tampering with physical evidence charges. And before the break, a quick reminder that resurfacing is still going on in front of the Rumpke office and transfer station, and they're asking everyone to just kind of stay clear of the area until Monday when it will be done. And if you have a bill to pay, don't worry about it. They say Monday will be fine. It will not be considered late. Your account will not be affected. There's just really no easy way in and out at this time, but they hope to see you just as soon as you need their services after tomorrow. I'll be right back. Someone dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Tired of long-term commitment plans? Then Appalachian Wireless has the new plans for you. No credit check, no contracts, and most of the features are postpaid. It's Forward Pay, the simpler way to do wireless on the region's premier cellular provider. And it starts as low as $19.99 per month for unlimited talk and text. At 5 gigabytes of data for only $29.99 per month. Or at 10 gigabytes of data for only $39.99 per month. Or go with unlimited data starting at $64.99 per month with 25 gigabytes of high-speed data before being throttled. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Right now, there's a man laying in my bed by summer's end. I predict that I finally lost my mind, and I could take you out tonight. I can lie and say you're the one, but I won't see you against the sun.
You're looking at another one of those rare opportunities coming up this Saturday. That's right, a liquidation auction. Everything's going to sell this Saturday. All this heavy and farm equipment and so much more up for liquidation auction this Saturday in Johnson County. Auctioneer Brent Tackett will be selling all of this and more this Saturday beginning at 10:21 in Flat Gap. That's 7619 Kentucky Route 1092 in Flat Gap. If you have any questions, call Auctioneer Brent Tackett 496-5877 this Saturday at 10:21 in the morning. Several weeks ago, I had a bit of an impromptu conversation, if you will, literally on the sidewalk outside of the offices, a brief interview with Sheriff Bill Meade just to say hi, how's it going, and how's the first few months in office been. Well, he asked to have a little more airtime tonight to talk about a few things, and we did as he wraps up his first 4 months of his term. I, in this formal sit-down, spoke with the sheriff about a few things. The first of what he promises will be many major federal drug cases. That's already well underway, and proof of that is in the pictures to come in just a few seconds. We also spoke about the resources that he has accessible that are helping him conduct these investigations thus far and in the future, and personnel, and the number of staff that he has, how it's growing, and how they're producing. And we'll begin with that.
Yeah, currently we have 5 people right now that are full-time. Including myself. These are people that are certified or in the process of being certified. We have one officer, Donovan Watson. He'll be graduating from Richmond in 2 weeks. and we're ready to put him to work as well. We have 5 special deputies that volunteer to help us, and they're doing a great job. I am really impressed with what they've done so far. You know, we're right now going out of our 4th month, and we're providing nearly 24-hour patrol. The guys are doing what I ask of them, and that is to be in all parts of the county. Everyone in this county pay their taxes, and they deserve to have law enforcement in all areas of the county, and that's what we're trying to do.
What about resources? And that's I guess resources in whatever directions you can tell me. I know that drug activity was, of course, one of your big things that you ran on and promised, and that takes resources. And what have you been able to come up with thus far?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank our judge and fiscal court. They've been really good to us. We were in great need whenever we first came into the office, and although there's limitations to what they can do, they've been very, very helpful. So I thank them very much for that. And we have had a couple of individuals that have donated items to us that we really needed to do our job. We're working right now on some grants. We're looking at purchasing sidearms for all of our officers, and rifles, tasers, and all that stuff. And we're really doing well on that. Better than expected, honestly. And then, of course, we have the resources that will allow us to continue to make drug purchases. We're part of the Haida County here in Kentucky. For those that don't know, Haida is a high-intensity drug trafficking area, and there's resources available to us through them. And of course, we're partnering with Operation Unite, and we work well with the DEA out of London.
So 4 months in, and like I said, you're still getting a handle on all the aforementioned things that you just covered. But as well, you've already made some big strides, and I'm going to switch over as far as the video feed is right now. You and I are still talking, but this was a couple of weeks ago here in the office, and if you can, I know that's still an ongoing investigation, but give me some light on that, and then what else you guys are working on as far as investigations of that magnitude and level.
As everyone knows, as I ran during the election cycle, my number one priority was drug investigations. The drug problem in this area is just overwhelming. I know I've had 2 deputies in the same day, a matter of about 3 hours apart, that has had to Narcan 2 different people in 2 different areas. Took 3 attempts with one and took 4 on the other one. So we're serious about doing something about this drug problem. And although you've not seen any arrests right now on the drug issue, let me guarantee you it's on the way. One of the investigations that we have done, this is 3 pounds of meth and heroin, and this case is heading to the federal grand jury. We are committed to doing exactly what I said we were going to do. We are working on the drug problem right now. We're making cases, and although you're not seeing the end results of them yet, you will. To be successful in the drug game, you have to present a well-prepared professional investigation. We're going to give our prosecutors something to work with. We're going to give them something that should be able to guarantee us or give us an excellent opportunity for a conviction. So, folks, all I can say is be patient, hang tight. In the months to come, you'll start seeing the fruits of our labors.
And at the same time, I guess that you would want to extend an invitation to anyone watching to let you know anything that might need that kind of attention or investigation.
Absolutely. We've had numerous people that have called in and given us drug tips. We welcome those, and let me assure you, we're interested in the information. You don't have to provide us a name or anything. We just want the information. It might be something that we don't know. It might be something that we already know about, but the information you're telling us might help us to be able to advance the investigation that we're doing. So yes, please call us, give us the information you've got. We'll never ask who you are.
A 660-foot update coming for you in just a few moments on Connolly Racing. Right now, here's tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. A reminder, our friends at the Elk Creek Free Will Baptist Church have got a big bass tournament planned, their 11th annual. They know how to do it right. $1,000 first place, other big cash prizes, a big fish prize for the big fish caught every hour. And it's all Saturday, May the 6th, a week from this Saturday, down on Cave Run off of Clay Lick Boat Ramp. They'll blast off bright and early that morning. You can register that morning. You can also call 548-0118 to register as well. Find out any more information that you may need. They will leave at exactly 7 o'clock that morning. Fish till 3. National Day of Prayer next Thursday, noon to 1 at Sagersville City Park. I'll talk more about it next week and remind you. And I only have a few more days next week to remind you about the 45th Annual McGoffin County Rescue Squad Media Auction. Somebody get the phone. May 4th, 5th, and 6th. That's 5500-349-5500 and 496-7981 if you can help. If a squad member hasn't reached out to you, please feel free to give them a call. Call me when you've got a calendar announcement, birthdays and anniversaries. We love to tell those too. And remember, we love to print them for free in the paper. Birthdays, anniversaries, birth announcements, wedding announcements. Just send those to Heather at SagersvilleIndependent.com. Going on, a reminder of services to begin tomorrow at 1 for 78-year-old Harold Gene Adams of Sagersville, who passed away Sunday. Services again tomorrow at 1 from the Sagersville Pentecostal Church of Christ. Services are still set, of course, as well for Saturday at 1 for 29-year-old Charles Wesley Conley II of Ashland, but formerly of Sagersville, who passed away Monday of this week at his home, survived by his parents, Charles Wesley and Jane Singh. Charles Wesley Conley and Jane Parameter Singh, as well as his daughter Leslie Nicole Pennington, sisters Teresa Stanley and Destiny Conley and Alyssa Conley and Tammy Tackett, brothers John and Adam and Robert and Anthony Conley, and a special friend Cassie Vance. Services start Saturday at 1 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. And I've been told of the passing today of 76-year-old Laureen Gamble Howard of Buffalo Road. She passed away earlier today at her home, survived by her husband Hurl. Arrangements to be announced soon through the McGoffin County Funeral Home. 2 locations, 2 ATMs, too much history, over 120 years, and just too many reasons not to trust the oldest, only banking family that exists for the sole purpose of helping your families, our friends, grow financially and securely. Lean on Sagersville National Bank for any of your home, auto, commercial, retirement, or online banking needs. And let us help you make your dreams come true. McGoffin Farm Bureau and manager Doug Green are proud to welcome Agent Jeff Salyer to the agency. Jeff's lifelong knowledge of the community and our people make him an immediate asset for all of your auto, home, life, commercial, and retirement investments. They're waiting for your call or visit at McGoffin Farm Bureau. Spring is always the most colorful season of the year at the seasonal shop. Come see for yourself. Gorgeous new clothes for everyone. Bright, flowy tops and dresses. Something perfect for Easter. fun flare leg jeans, and new styles and arrivals every day. New sweatshirts and shorts and tees by Royce, Ridge and Holler, and others. And little sleepies are here, all in an incredibly comfy, cute, and durable bamboo viscose material. All this and so much more that you just have to see this spring at the seasonal shop. The reassurance of getting your medications and over-the-counter needs at Sagersville's oldest and most trusted pharmacy. The convenience of curbside pickup and call-ahead service. And the fact that you can walk in, order to go, or sit down and get gourmet quality hot fudge brownies, nachos, shakes, coffees, hot dogs with homemade sauce, desserts, and more makes it more than your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy. It's a destination in downtown Sagersville, Frazier's Prater Drugstore. It doesn't get any sweeter than that. There's no missing that this is the new McFarland and Tinker Law Office location on the Mountain Parkway in the former Farm Bureau building in Sagersville, just like there's no denying that their nearly 60 years of legal experience has won their clients millions and millions of dollars in disability, auto accident, and wrongful death cases. It's where your case matters to you and to us. McFarland and Tinker, also Griffey approved. There where every day starts, it's made and it ends. From hitting the floor to hitting the road and back, your feet carry the day's duties. And if you're hurting from what might be a work or sports or stress-related fracture you don't even know about, diabetic, or that all too often heel pain that just won't go away, or any type of pain or discomfort or in need of wound care, come to where they care.
Put your best foot forward and come visit our podiatry team. We care about our patients and their feet.
That's Dr. Cheney and her team at Hope Family Podiatry Center next to Hope Family Pediatrics on the Mountain Parkway. Get great deals on the greatest brands at Conley Tire with up to $150 back on Goodyears, $100 on Hancooks, $100 on Mickey Thompson's, $125 on Yokohamas. And you can always pay now or later. Plus quick service with oil changes, brake jobs, $35 computer diagnostics to fix and repair your ride at Conley Tire and conleytire.net. I caught up with our longtime friend Martin Conley earlier today via the telephone this time just to get a few bits of information and an update tonight. We'll talk with him a little bit later on in the season. The season being a 6-race points standing season. That's right. Now 2 races in, the third coming up in this series, not this weekend, but next in St. Louis in the NMCA NMRA Super Bowl of Street Legal Drag Racing event at Worldwide Technology Raceway. This is the 18th annual event. Extreme Pro Mods, Factory Supercars, True Street, Bigfoot, the trucks, the original and the latest are going to be there. Super cool. I'm going to be in St. Louis next weekend. Not this, but next. He, of course, is driving his 1990 Mustang with a big block nitrous-fed over 17 horsepower power plant. And right now, no surprise, he is number 1 in the points. And he's going for the Super Bowl win next weekend. Two races down in the 6-race series in Florida and in Rockingham, and he is the points leader. He and Conley Racing are leading in the points, and actually coming up not this weekend but next in St. Louis, it's a bit twofold at this one particular race. They have the Super Bowl, if you will, and whoever is the number 1 points leader, well, they'll go up against the challenger for the Super Bowl ring and a cash prize. And after that big race, which, you know, Conley looks to be in at this time. Then they'll go on to qualifying and eliminations for the rest of the series. Kind of a big bonus there, if you will. And right now, he is a series points leader in NMRA and NMCA. Some of these races combine both classes. Some of them have them racing separately. I'm not even going to try to sort through all of that because you just don't want me to. But I can tell you again, he's the points leader going into the big challenge coming up, not this weekend, but next in St. Louis. We wish him well, and we also, of course, will check in with him sooner than later to see how it goes. If you got a little time, the race at St. Louis attracts traditionally anywhere from 475 to 500 vehicles. And again, everything from extreme pro mods, factory supercars, and like I said, the original Bigfoot and the latest Bigfoot monster truck are both going to be there. And then Conley Racing as well with their nitrous-fed 580 big block, pumping out at least, and we'll leave it at that, 1,700 horsepower. Just to let you know. Now, not so much of a winning forecast, but we're going to get through it nonetheless. Some rain moving in to no surprise. Keep in mind, the light rain that we're seeing is going to make roadways a little slick and deceptive here in the next little bit. Keep that in mind, especially for all the young drivers out there traveling tonight. It's starting to pick up. We're starting to see the greens, of course, replaced with the yellows and the orange, and that means we'll just continue to see the showers and intensity. Nothing severe weather as far as thunderstorms as of right now, but rains are going to continue to fall, not just tonight either, where we are looking at possibly between 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch in total rainfall over the course of this evening. And I think maybe over the course of your Friday, another 1/4 of an inch or so. We'll get to your 7-day details in just a second. Saturday and Sunday, while there are shower chances, it's looking better than certainly tomorrow. Again, tonight, a low of 53 degrees, and again, up to 3/4 of an inch of rain. There could be a few thunderstorms. Don't rule that out. All this action mainly before 5 and the a.m., of course, the heaviest part, but still lingering shower chances. Maybe a little bit of a lull in the morning, but then we've got a 70% chance of precipitation through tomorrow afternoon, and really a slight chance to do it 40% tomorrow night with a low of 50 degrees to wrap up your Friday, which will be on the mild side temperature-wise. We're looking at around 73 tomorrow. Southwesterly winds on average 6 to 10 miles per hour unless a thunderstorm pops up. You'll want your umbrella with you tomorrow, most certainly, and something to cover your head if you don't. And again, 70% chance of showers and storms tomorrow after, a sure thing tonight. We just saw that. As for the weekend, it's going to clear up to at least some degree. Saturday, 69 degrees, more clouds than sun, mostly cloudy skies, a 20% chance of some showers starting around mid-afternoon, maybe 40% during the overnight. Sunday, though, another round of showers is quite likely, not to the extent of tonight's, but 60% chance of some showers and a narrow window Sunday. Mainly right now, like between noon and 3, a narrow window of some showers possible. No thunderstorms, but some shower chances midday-ish or on Sunday. Temperatures still right in the mid-60s, 65, 41 for nighttime lows, but a little sun in the middle of all this, with not much progress being made temperature-wise. In fact, we will digress temperature-wise, and we will fall from an estimated 65 for the latter half of your weekend to, I'm hoping, maybe 55 and probably a tick or two less to start off next week. Yeah, 54 degrees right now expected for daytime highs on Monday, and 58 and 61 and 62 all the way through this time next week. We do see some sun and only small shower chances along with all that, and a few windy days or breezy days. Nighttime lows will be well above the freezing mark, so you can stop trekking at least for those days. Your flowers to and fro if you already have some out. But on the high end, it's not going to be that high. Again, 62 right now, the high point all of next week, at least till Thursday. That's going to wrap it up for tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow, wrapping up this week of Your News Today and, this month as well, as hard as that is to believe. Thanks for watching, and see you then.